Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, big shout out to my channel sponsor, Fighting Mad, the pound for pound kings of boxing apparel. If you like the shirts you see to my left or to my right, find shirts like these and more, and the same ones on fightingmad.com, website I'll be here. Now, listen. Naoya Inoue versus Nonito Donaire was the fight of the year. But before that fight happened, the fight of the year was the co-main event of this fight between Nordine Oubaali and Naoya Inoue's younger brother, Takuma Inoue. Now, let me just state this. Takuma Inoue, he's not as good as Naoya Inoue, but he's still pretty damn good. I even gave a cool little nickname during our live fight reaction. I call him Western Union Inoue because he was throwing a lot of check left hooks, and at Western Union, you'd be writing them checks. So Western Union Inoue, the truth. I like him, man. I thought he won. I didn't think it was a robbery. I'm not gonna go as far as to call Oubaali versus Takuma Inoue a robbery because I think that would be disingenuous because it wasn't a robbery. But I thought Inoue won the fight. I thought Inoue because he got knocked down, I think it was like the fifth round or something like that. I thought from the fifth round on, he put on a straight boxing masterclass, a clinic, an exhibition. That's how good he was after the knockdown to me. Like, you saw the right hand of his landing frequently. You feel the right hand a lot. You saw him jabbing up and down. You saw him landing the check left hook, which is why I gave him the nickname Western Union Inoue. And as the fight went on, he was also very elusive, very hard to hit, very, slippery. Oubaali had a hard time finding him for a lot of parts of the fight. And what worked out for Oubaali was that there was such a discrepancy in strength that when he did touch Takuma Inoue, Inoue felt the pain, he felt the pressure, he felt the power of Nordine Oubaali. He got that Moroccan strength. You know what I'm saying? So it was a tough night at the office for Takuma Inoue, but he remained a difficult task, a difficult fighter to beat. Being able to evade the punches, being able to counter, being able to land the right hand, being able to set up the right hand, being able to land the check left hook. And as the fight wore on, he got better and better and better and better. And it was the 12th round when he really began to step up the pace, push the pace on Nordine Oubaali, because Oubaali, he was suffering from that Canelo Alvarez syndrome where he likes to fight in spurts. He likes to fight in spurts. He likes to fight when he wants to fight. He don't want you to force him to fight, but he wants to fight when he wants to fight. And Takuma, in the later rounds, from like round 8 to 12, he stepped up that pace a little bit more and more and more going as the rounds went on. But in round 12, he really revved it up to the pace that it needed to be at. And he hurt him. And he damn near knocked him down. He was unfortunate to not get a knockdown, but he hurt him. He had him out on his feet. And luckily for Oubaali, he was able to survive. But it was my first impression of watching Takuma. Oh my God. It was my first impression of watching Takuma Inoue. I never watched him. Obviously, I had heard a little bit about him. I've seen his box rec. I'd done some research on him. I heard that he was basically his brother with less punching power, which I agree with. Does not have the punching power of his older and more skilled brother. But I'll tell you this, man. If we're talking about defense and positioning, he might be a bit better than his brother. I mean, he doesn't have the power. He doesn't have that fight-changing power that could, win the fight for him and turn the fight around if he's down on the cards. But I mean, the way he was slipping the punches, kind of would have 1-2 up down the middle. The way he was throwing the right hand down the middle, the way he was throwing the check left foot going backwards. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter, and I think Nordine Oubaali should give him a rematch because those scorecards were horrible. I mean, they straight up gave him the Adrian Granados treatment out there in Japan. He's in his own hometown, and Oubaali got a 120 to 107 scorecard. A 120 to 107 scorecard. So the scorecards are shambolic. In that sense, if you want to just go off the scorecards, in that sense, it was a robbery. I didn't call it a robbery. I thought it was a close fight. It could have went either way, but I scored it for Takuma Inoue. I thought it was pretty. I thought on my end, I thought it was pretty clear that he won. I thought he won by about a good 2 or 3 points because that's how good he was in the second half of the fight. That's how good he was after the knockdown. But regardless of the loss, like, a loss doesn't define you in boxing. A loss doesn't it's not the end all be all for you as a fighter. You can come back from a loss. You can still carve out a great career for yourself. And Takuma Inoue, he's a damn good fighter. And he's someone that I believe, as long as he continues to work in the gym, as long as he continues to improve, he'll be world champion. No doubt about it. He will be world champion at some point in his boxing career. Because what I saw in this fight, I saw a little bit of everything. I saw technical skills. I saw ring generalship. I saw confidence. I saw toughness. I saw the ability to step it up when it mattered. So unfortunately, he didn't get the decision. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and that's how the game goes in boxing. But Takuma Inoue, he's here to stay. And while we're on this side giving all the praise and all the credit that his older brother Naoya the Monster Inoue does deserve as potentially the pound-for-pound king of boxing, let's not forget about his younger brother, who was a damn good fighter in his own right. And I thought he beat Nordine Bali. And I think if Nordine Bali was honorable, he would go ahead and give him the rematch. But I'm not sure he wants that smoke, because I believe in a rematch, Nordine Bali is going to he would get outclassed, outskilled, and beaten extremely decisively in the rematch. But that's just my 2 cents. You guys give me yours down below. Let me know what you think about Takuma Inoue and his performance against Nordine Bali, and what do you think of him as a fighter. Obviously not as talented as his brother, but a damn good talent, a damn good fighter, and someone that is definitely world championship material as his career progresses forward. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.